Well, well, first of all, a lot of Northerners or Yankees may not even know what a switch is. This is a switch. I brought this to show if you're not just black kids, white kids know what a switch is. Your grandma tells you, you go get me a switch, and you pull this twig off of a tree, and they hit you on the legs with it. And whether it's right or wrong, I think people need to understand this is a part of Southern culture. If you look at the polling data, a majority of all Americans, a majority of white Americans agree with corporal punishment. A majority of Southerners agree, Midwesterners too. This is something that goes on. On the cosmopolitan coasts, this is shocking to people. But there's paddling, there's whipping with belts, there's switching with switches, there's spanking, and this is something that we need to have a debate about. I would say to anybody, because I was corporally punished, kids today, you don't have to do that. Just take their iPod from them. Take their iPad. That's enough. You don't have to do all that stuff anymore.
Right.
But you need to understand this is something that is a major a part of especially Southern culture. And to say that this guy is a complete lunatic, he took it too far, but it does happen.
Okay, Dr. Taylor, go ahead.
But this is a mistake also to characterize it as a black issue. The reality is spanking is an ineffective way to discipline children. And what happens is, yes, you may create fear, but if you keep spanking them, you will always create a lack of respect. And when you have a teenager who does not fear you nor respect you as they grow up, then you have a problem.
Dr. Taylor, everything you're saying makes sense, except that there are statistics, as Van was just saying, that 80% of preschool children in this country, 80% have been spanked. So not all of them are growing up to be aggressive or to have mood disorders or any of the things that we've heard come from spanking.
But spanking in and of itself is ineffective as discipline. But we're not talking, we're talking about abuse that leads to mood disorders and being more aggressive. And some parents do not know the difference between picking up an object to discipline or spank your child versus a firm pat or removing their hand. When you pick up objects, that's abuse. When you intend and want to inflict harm or pain to teach your child, that is abuse.
Very quickly, Judge, do you think that there is a cultural divide here, north, south, black, white?
I think that it's generational, Allison. I think people do what they have learned. I think they do what they have learned. I don't think it's necessary. I know white families who have been in my courtroom. I know rich families. I know poor families. My point is, I think it's whatever you have been taught is what you continue to do.
Great point.
But let me say this.
The numbers
it's very important.
Let me just point out that the polling data is very clear that the majority of all racial groups in this country believe in corporal punishment. African Americans are about 5 to 6 points higher. But so it's not just a black issue, it's an American issue. We need to deal with it that way.
And that was exactly the point I wanted to make. But let me just say, and I think that Doc, who I love and know, I think that this is a teachable moment. And I am sorry that this has come to this, but I think it's a teachable moment in this nation that we've got to have this conversation. And you can't discipline a child when you're angry. I've said that to thousands of parents. Do not discipline when you're angry.
All right.